Big 2 Local Weather Authority forecast. We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Well, good evening, everybody. We've got that sun about to go down. Just enough cloud cover out there should make it very pretty. Not nearly as much dust as what we saw yesterday afternoon blowing through thanks to those strong winds. We have calmed down pretty significantly, and I do expect a very, very nice sunset here in the next hour or so. Thanks to the Community National Bank Sky Tracker, though, we will have a good look at that sun as it continues to set. Now, we've also got a little bit of cloud cover out there right now, and that's coming in generally from the west. You can see a little wave of energy pushing in, a little moisture moving through parts of West Texas. That's all coming ahead of our next cold front and our next low pressure system, which is right now just barely making its way into New Mexico on the western edge. You can kind of see a pretty good spiraling pattern there, a good counterclockwise rotation pattern to a lot of that cloud cover and a little bit of rain as well. And some of that rain could make its way into West Texas, but obviously has not made it in just yet. We do have a little bit of cloud cover, but aside from that, really a pretty calm satellite and radar loop. Not really a whole lot going on south of I-10 either. Really just some pretty clear skies, and I do expect those skies to stay clear for most of the evening time. But after that sun sets, then we'll start to see that wave of energy bringing in these clouds, eventually filling up our skies and potentially giving us some rain chances for tomorrow morning. Now, that could lead us to some wet roadways, possibly some icy conditions, depending on where you are. So please be careful driving around tomorrow morning. I expect Odessa Midland, though, if we get anything, to just be regular old rain. Temperatures will be at 32 degrees, which is going to be cold enough to freeze over some of that rain as it hits the ground. So again, be careful driving around for tomorrow morning. Wind speeds at about 5-10 miles per hour are going to feel pretty chilly as they swing on through. Now let's go ahead and take a look at those rain chances. A little moisture rushing in from the west, a little moisture pushing in from the east as well. And as that meets up in the middle, could give us a chance for some light dusting of some winter flurries. Really not looking at a whole lot of snow chances or anything to really stick on the ground, even in northern Lee County and parts of the northern basin. And as we continue on through the morning hours, notice all that rain that we're seeing here in the Trans-Pecos is going around Odessa Midland and the rest of the central basin. So really not a huge chance for any flurries anymore. These models have been updating all day today, and this is the latest run, and it shows possibly some wintry mix, maybe a little light dusting of some snow flurries through some of the higher elevations, but everything else should stay just regular old rain. As we continue to go on through the afternoon time, a little bit more cloud cover should be spreading out through parts of the central basin. It's going to be a pretty cloudy day for Odessa Midland, and then we'll head into the evening hours, and everything should dry up and clear out as we get into our Friday. So the good news is we do have a chance for rain, but the good news is that it's going to be setting us up for a good weekend. If Odessa Midland gets any of that rain again, it's just going to stay regular old rain. Wind speeds right around 10 miles per hour will make things feel pretty cold outside, so make sure you bundle up. In addition to driving carefully, it's going to be important that you slow down on those bridges and roadways that are detached from the grounds, like overpasses and things like that, because they have a possibility of icing over a little bit more quickly than everything else. As we head into the afternoon time, though, notice those temperatures are going to be pretty cold, still picking up only into the mid-40s for tomorrow afternoon. So another chilly day tomorrow. Now, as we get there, temperatures should be backing off to 32 for Odessa Midland. This model running a little bit warm for both our lows and our highs. But either way, notice places like Hobbs, 29 degrees. Same story for Marfa, 28 for Guadalupe Pass. So at the higher elevations, even more important to drive carefully tomorrow morning. As the closer we get into the mid-20s, the easier it is for those roads and bridges to freeze over tomorrow morning. So again, be careful. Once we get into the afternoon time, this model showing some warmer temperatures across parts of the central basin. I expect Odessa Midland only to pick up into the mid-40s as opposed to the upper 40s. Either way, once the sun goes down, things are going to cool down really, really quickly. So we've got another cold night in store for us Thursday night into Friday morning as well. 44 degrees will be our high temperature tomorrow afternoon, and a small 30% chance for some showers in Odessa Midland, but the higher elevations do have a chance for some wintry mix and possibly a little bit of light snow flurries. 53 the high on Friday, but check out the weekend. 67 Saturday, 70 even on Sunday, and pretty sunny for both days. So at least we've got a good weekend coming our way. Just be careful tomorrow morning.
Yeah, at least it's a little bit warmer than we first thought. So 44 doesn't look as scary as the 30s. So.
That's right.
2 more days, and then we got some pretty good weather.
There you go. I'm always looking forward to the weekend, but this one especially.
Yep. All right. Thank you, James.
Thanks.